Hello and welcome to the Superhero Hub. It's your boy Sam,
I'm Matt.
and today we're reviewing.
Supergirl.
Tell 'em.
Well, you tell me. You have a big theory.
I'm gonna get to that a little later on in the episode.
Oh, he's teasing it.
I ain't gonna fuck about, but you're gonna absolutely love it. Now I've done a lot of research and a lot of thinking, and I think this one's on point. That Sam chick looks super good, man. That was my first observation. She looked super good. I can't imagine there being a relationship between her and Alex. There was one dumb...
Really? Why can't you imagine it? They're teasing it.
Well, they can play it because there's no man in her life, you know what I mean? I guess she had coitus at some point with a man or whatever.
Maybe.
Or whatever. So, like... My issue was she pulls out an orange lolly at the end and then Sam goes, oh, my favourite, and I was thinking, what, some generic orange lollipop is your favourite? So I took issue with that. Another issue which I debate...
I can't believe this is what you got an issue with that.
Yeah,
Not this entire
I was
episode.
like, oh, what a lucky guess. It just so happens this random brandless unlabeled lollipop just happens to be your favourite out of every single lollipop ever made.
She's a simple girl.
Yeah, well, she's something, I tell you that. She has a great face. Anyway, where was I?
You had another issue.
Yeah, it was Kara walking into this big gala unannounced. You've already got Maxwell Lord. It's pretty well going round that someone's trying to kill him, and then Kara decides, oh, I'm going to
Not Maxwell Lord. He's not Maxwell Lord.
Morgan Edge, he was on fire. He dropped some sick lines. He murked it the first couple minutes he was in it. It is a great character. So anyway, so she tries to walk into this gala, and then the security guard stops her. She gets annoyed and goes, you shouldn't grab women. Well, this guy, security is on edge. This someone's tried to kill him. There's some gang war going on, you know what I mean, between him and Luthor. And then she's, hello, okay, I'll just let you in, and just hope you haven't got a gun or a knife and you're not an assassin. Yeah. Strange woman I've never seen before. You shouldn't grab women. It was terrible. It's like, why would you do that? Because if she was in the right, fair enough. You know, you can make that stupid political statement or whatever, even though they're part of the problem. Because I'm pretty sure your executive producer was doing stuff like that. But okay, we'll just sweep that under the table. So,
allegedly.
Yeah. So you shouldn't grab women. So she drops that stupid line, even though she's 100% in the wrong. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, so that's the second thing that annoyed me.
Well, I've got one. Why? Lena sees Mon-El hanging out with Supergirl, yet she still can't put Kara and Supergirl together as one person.
I had a weird...
How does that work? She's a super genius. Granted, yeah, there's the Clark Kent, Lex Luthor, Lois Lane thing, but you never see Clark Kent hanging around with Batman. How can you not put that together?
One other thing as well. Oh, I had a dream. I was flying and you were carrying me. Oh, what a strange dream. Oh. Yeah, that was so dumb. And the fact Kara's like, oh yeah, her explanation of the story, you think Lena would look into it and realise there were no paramedics in Catco at all, and no alarm was raised, you know what I mean? And it wasn't all over the papers everywhere, so you'd bring up questions there. My issue is why Lillian keeps mugging off Lex, saying, oh, Lex wouldn't have followed the breadcrumbs that fast and stuff like that.
You know why she's doing it? It's the same reason they always pipe up Supergirl over Superman. They're just trying to reinforce them as characters. The same with the Dewey Olsen saying you're a way better hero than Superman because you caught her playing. You know, it's what they're doing. The show they're trying to make, I guess.
Another dumb thing was she goes to, I guess, L Corp, and then later on she makes a reference, oh, well, my name's on the building. I was like, oh, your name's L, is it? You've changed your name to L. Whatever. So she goes into Luthor Corp and she goes into a safe. She pulls out 2 bits of paperwork, flicks through it, and even though the company's been called L Corp for let's say about a year or quite a few months. It just like when she moves the files on her desk's a file branded Luthor Corp, even though it hasn't been called Luthor Corp for like a year, and it just happens to be the right folder. Good breadcrumb finding, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, pick up an apple and find an orange, one of them ones. So yeah, the good bits, which was interesting because there was a General Zod reference, Mon-El talking about in the future he had to go find kryptonite to fight Zod, to which Winn says, "Oh, I thought Superman killed Zod." It's like, oh, okay, so Superman killed Zod. That's interesting, because I'm trying to think. I think they did something like that in the comics where he killed 3 Kryptonian criminals with kryptonite, but I don't think Zod was one of them.
Yeah.
So it's interesting they're going with that angle, and then he gets resurrected. Okay, then somehow Zod gets resurrected in the future. Whatever that means. The LexCorp warsuit or the Lexo suit, that was sick. I'm annoyed that like it got taken down so easily by some crusty little drone. I like the kryptonite blade coming out. I thought that was sick. Another thing, Morgan Edge, he's got his hands on the recording device, but anything to hand. I mean, I'd be picking up chairs and whacking chairs off it, you know what I mean? Destroy that thing as soon as possible. Guy puts it in his pocket and runs out. Knock it off.
Why don't I just drop it on the floor and stamp on it?
There we go. I would have been in a frenzy trying to destroy that. I'd be stamping on it. I'd be picking up tables and like getting that line in the leg up and just smashing it up. There could be an ice sculpture around there somewhere, so just smack it off the ice sculpture. Pour a drink on it, do whatever, man, but he puts it in his pocket. It's not like he's going to use it. He's only going to take it back to his office and destroy it anyway. It's like you do that as soon as possible. And then Lillian Luthor's the most wanted terrorist on Earth or whatever, and she kind of and like she just kind of gets carted away minimum security on a little gurney. And she says, "Oh, you can come visit me in prison if I'm still there." You know what I mean? Which made me question, why doesn't Lex just break out of prison? And then it's like, well, I guess he wants to somehow find a way.
Stop asking for Lex Luthor. He will not show up.
To clear his name. Well, I've got you one better, because I'm about to drop my theory for the whole thing. So I know for a while you've been thinking to yourself, oh, this Sam girl, like, what's her credentials? She just happens to get a job at Luthor Corp. My theory is the father of her child is Lex Luthor. Ruby's father is Lex Luthor. She's got blue eyes.
Why would that?
The kid's got blue eyes. Sam's got brown eyes. Why's the kid got blue eyes? The father's Lex Luthor.
Why would Lex be the father, though? How did that help anything? I don't get what that does for the plot.
Well, why don't they just say who the father is then? What does it do for the plot? You got when
if this was the Superman show, I'd agree with you, but it's not.
Well, my issue. Well, we're going with the girl thing, but my thing is, Reign's gonna leave. So Ruby's either going to get killed off or Alex is going to adopt her. So you got what? You got Alex randomly raising this kid. No, you got Alex raising Lex Luthor's child with Supergirl.
Oh, I hate that so much.
It's the blue eyes. Why she got blue eyes?
Why not? Lots of kids have blue eyes.
You know, yeah, but
I've got blue eyes. My Lex Luthor's kid. I'm loaded.
No, you haven't got the hairline for it. Yeah, but that's my thing. She's got to be. I thought about it and I was like, why don't they just say, oh, just some random guy? And I was thinking, why'd she randomly get the top job at Luthor Corp even though we don't know what she's about? And it's like, you've got to think there's got to be, what are they going to, Reign's going to leave and then they're just going to ditch, like you're never going to see Ruby again. I think Ruby's going to be in it. And I think as kind of, you know, a little further down the line, it's going to come out that she happens to be Lex Luthor's daughter. And it's going to throw like a spanner in the works because then you're going to have Auntie Lena.
No, I don't see it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, but I'm calling it now.
Wait, wait.
I've seen other I thought about it, and I'm telling you, I think it might be a little red herring. Because why wouldn't they just say who the father was?
I don't know, mystery.
Weren't she
But it
young?
doesn't matter.
No, actually.
I mean, when did Lex go to prison?
A while ago. Quite a while ago, and she had the kid pretty young, but I don't know how old she is now. I think she had the kid, when she was like 17?
Oh yeah, that's alright. You could have Lex hook up with a 17-year-old, I guess. He's a villain. You say it's immoral, but it's villainous, isn't it?
Well, he could be young, because you've got to think he's about the same age. He's like,
even if he isn't, he's a bad guy. He can do something like that, I guess.
Well,
I don't know if they would put that on TV, though.
Well, Lena rolled up, and she was about what? She was about 10, and he looked about 14, 15. So you got to think Sam's around that age as well. Sam's around Lena's age, you'd think. Like, not far off. So you got to think there's only like... Oh, shit. Right, let's change the subject. I think I may have just shot a hole in my theory accidentally.
Hey, Jimmy was in this episode and he went full on Batman, which is super lame.
Yeah, that was why I told you I'd see you again later. And then his shield bashes him, and it just happens to fly out of his pocket. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't want to bring race into this. But his grips in Morgan edge up. They're pretty much eye to eye. I'm looking through that little post box, mate. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but Morgan Edge is the same dummy who just didn't stamp on that drive thing when he had it. It's mad they're making out.
The voice maybe might throw you off, but you've got to think, I'm sorry, but I'd just be like, I'd be gooning him. I'd be like that. I'll be getting real close while he grips me off, and he'll be like, what you doing? I'm looking through that visor. You know what I mean? I ain't dumb. Yeah. I thought this was a real great episode purely because, yeah.
I didn't. I thought there was way too many references. I thought the Lex suit was kind of cool, although it seemed out of place. Mon-El actually did something useful for once. Yeah. That was okay.
He held a turret.
At least he flew.
And then we kind of... We get a kind of look at the next world killer and potential world killers, and they're all women. I saw a trailer for the next episode, and she's kind of got sonic powers. So I was right about how they've got different powers. Like Rain's got the powers of a Kryptonian, and then this one's like shooting off sonic stuff. So I wonder what. I'd like to know more about the creation process of the world killers. I'd like to know more about that.
The thing, Lena was a weird one in this episode.
Oh,
it's like they've reset her.
Oh, she's going evil now. She's like, I ain't gonna...
Yeah, but it's weird though, isn't it? It's like they brought up in this episode like how she was trying to act like Cat Grant, and how that was a mistake. It's like, why did you make her sit through that then?
Well, character development. She needed to sit down.
Well, it's not character development though, because they've reset it. I would agree with you, but nothing's developed. She's just back to where she was before she did it.
Well, yeah, because now she's decided. I guess she's going to allow Cat go, and she's going to focus at L Corp, and now she's actually going to start, inventing stuff or developing technology.
Right, but that's what she was doing anyway. We just sat through this entire half a season for nothing.
See,
she's right back to where she was before.
I'm trying to think what she actually did at El, because I didn't really see her doing anything. You know what I mean? Like
that was the whole thing. Remember when she relaunched El Corp, she had that big speech how she's going to change it and they're going to build new crap and blah, blah, blah. That was her entire thing. And then she went away from it. And now she's right back there again.
Yeah, because to me, I only ever saw her at the desk doing stuff. And if you look at it, to me, it kind of looks as though she's going to take more of a kind of thing. Do you know, Lex Luthor in Batman versus Superman, where he's wearing where he's wearing the lab coat and is actually doing stuff. That's what I expect to see her doing now. If I see her back at that desk again, because you're going to have Sam at the desk doing stuff. So it's like she's actually got to be hands-on. I want to see her actually doing something, as opposed to sitting at a desk rifling through papers.
But what's she going to do? She's going to build... Have they had a... Have I forgotten? Have they had like a Brainiac on this show? Not Brainiac. Who am I thinking of?
Metallo?
Bizarro. They had a Bizarro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that was an idea, which is gone. But I guess that's what she's going to be doing there. She's going to be building... Like, it's that... These world... What I couldn't figure out of these world killers, whatever they're called, were they basically building them up as, like, the meteor freaks from Smallville?
No.
That's just what they seem to be, like overblown versions of that, with each their own different superpower.
Nah, they kind of... I know they arrived in meteor showers. It's in they were launched from Krypton. Because you know our rain was launched. I think they were launched as well. So they,
right, so
they came from Krypton before it blew up.
I can't work out if they're Kryptonian or not.
They're kind of, because they said as well, didn't they? They were like, they weak to thing, and they were like, oh, have they been genetically modified? And they're like, oh, we'll look more into that, and that's what led them to them. So I guess Rain was the first one, and she was kind of based on on a Kryptonian model, and then they thought, oh, we'll make them all different because they've all got the same powers. You know, if they all have different powers, and it'll kind of work better, won't it? Because you've got more of a wide berth as opposed to things you can take down. So this one's got the other one's Purity's got thing. I think it kind of ties into their names because I watched the trailer for the next episode, and she was like, my voice is purity or something like that, and she's like, my voice is the purity of justice or something like that. So I think that they're basing it off that. So whatever pestilence is going to be, you know, maybe she'll be some bio weapon or something, I don't know, but I'd assume like they're trying to be edgy. You know what I mean? But I think it works better because I was like to you, it's like, oh, are they going to all have the same powers, or are they going to have like different powers? Because, yeah, whatever. Let's talk numbers.
All right.
I'll
give it 6 point. Oh God, what are you going to give it?
Well, I want to know what happened to the Lexo suit after it got blasted off. I wonder if there's going to be some in there, whether Lena's going to wear it, and it's actually going to not get destroyed by a couple hits from a turret. I've got to give it a 9.5. For me, it got better and better as it went along.
9.5? That's absurd.
Morgan Edge
I'll give it a 6.5.
Morgan Edge smashed it though. Do you know at the start where they bumped into him and it was like, oh, the eggs are mediocre, so you'll fit right in. and then he opens his car and he's like, yo, what you doing? You happen to sleep in my car or something? He was jokes, but for like the first bit he was in, that whole kind of his whole script smashed it. That was some good writing. It was just mugging off left and right, so I was pleased with that.
What? That turret that took out the suit, what was it shooting?
I don't want to talk about it. It looked like laser or what. It did.
How's they meant to stand up to a fight of Superman? They didn't punch it and it'll break apart. Wait, no wonder Lex is in prison.
I don't want to talk about it, Matt. See, that kind of that's annoying because it brings up these questions, and you just think that they're making that they're playing us. When they do that, they just think we're stupid. It's like
you're playing yourself.
She should have just flew off. They should have just let her fly off. There's no excuse. It's one thing to like, okay, if they whacked it so hard that she got knocked out and then she was kind of knocked out in the suit and they took it off her, but to have it literally blasted off her and shatter into pieces, come on.
Literally, the one thing Mon-El has ever done in this show is beat Lex Luthor's cool suit. I just like them apples.
I don't know what was going on. I really don't know what was going on. But yeah, I thought that was really stupid. So they should have just knocked Lillian Luthor out and it would have been a slight on her as opposed to the whole... Whatever. I'm Sam. I wanted to skate over that. That's why I didn't bring it up in my observations. But, you know, whatever. If you want to do it that way, fine. And we'll see you next time on the Superhero Hub.
9.5. Joke.
Loved it.